think you guys are ready. I don't think that you're ready for today's video, honestly. Ooh. Anyways. Okay, so this is a crazy story. Let me tell you the story before we begin. All Fragrances, I reached out to them and I said, hey guys, I would love to work with you all. I have your fragrances. I purchased them myself and I love them and I would love to work with you guys on a video. They were like, oh, sure, bestie. So I picked out a fragrance, okay? I was walking this morning in my driveway, as I do, speaking with the Lord. And I went to the mailbox and just so happens my alt fragrance package came. Now, I knew that I was going to do a video sponsorship with them, like I mentioned in my video, except I didn't know which one. And then I pulled it out because I couldn't wait, even though I live in the Arctic tundra, aka Kentucky, but we've been having the literal worst snowstorms. I kid you not. I literally kid you not. So then I pulled it out, and I pulled out the Alt Tender Fluency Gold fragrance. I was like, oh, I need to film on Monday. I'll batch film all my videos and have those up for the week. Now, baby, she couldn't wait. She couldn't wait. I smelled this on my kitchen counter. I waited till I got inside, okay? I opened it up. I smelled it on my kitchen counter, and I was like, I had to call Caleb right away. Literally right away. I was like, you need to understand the smell of this fragrance. This fragrance. Okay, hold on. Let me back up. First of all, thank you to Alt Fragrances for partnering with me on a portion of today's video. Thank you so much. It means the world. Second of all, I've talked about them before. They're the ones, this is the reason that I even got hooked on Baccarat Rouge 540, the Alt Crystal number 23. I purchased this from them last year. Can you tell that I like it? I've used it a ton. Matter of fact, I wore this on mine and Caleb's anniversary date whenever we went to Biltmore. It was precious. We rented this cute Airbnb. It was adorable. Anyways, I love this and it's nostalgic. So then I was like, I really love their fragrances and I love that they're such an affordable option. I love that they have such a nice smell. They have a really good longevity and they're so affordable. So if you want the smell, you can have the smell. You just don't have to pay the price. Back to the fragrance, what I was talking about. Tender Fluency Gold. Okay. Let me let you know. Let me let you know because you need to fathom. I opened this fragrance. I have a lot of fragrances and I do mean a lot. What's the reason? I do mean a lot of fragrances. I opened it up and immediately, do you know what I thought? I thought this smells just like a woman who is carrying a limited edition Chanel bag that they make like 2 in the world. Okay, they make like 2 of these bags in the world. And you, like, she walks by you and number one, you're intimidated and you're just like a dog with a tail between your legs. You know, you're just like, I don't feel worthy of speaking to her, you know? And then you're like, okay, you get the courage up. You get the courage to talk to this woman. And you're like, what perfume are you wearing? And she literally just looks at you like this. As if it was made for her. As if that perfume, she literally went to a perfumery and the the person who makes perfumes, made that perfume for, like, specifically for her body chemistry, for her pH, for her, like, you know, all the things. It's like a bottle of pheromones is what it is. I'm telling you right now. If you wore this out, you better be careful. You better be careful if you're a married woman. You will be picking up the men. I'm sorry. I said it. It's a fact. I mean, literally, this just smells, and I know, like, it's always like, oh, she smells like money. No, let me tell you something. This smells like quiet money. Money ain't nobody ever talking about. This smells like the Row, okay? This smells like Todd. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about. You don't know. Quiet luxury. This smells like you don't even care that, like, Birkin invited you. You're like, yeah, I bought 1,000,010 Birkin bags and now everybody else has them, so I've moved on. You know what I mean? It's like she is that girl. So anyways, it smells phenomenal. I actually accidentally spilled it and then wiped it all over myself. So if you're like, why isn't she spraying that? I'm physically wearing it, actually. So thank you. It just, oh, it's an intoxicatingly feminine but masculine, wonderful scent. I can have the notes. Let me actually pull up the notes for you because I need you to understand. I need you to understand. So here are what the notes say. By the way, it's $49. I will have a discount code for you guys. I can put it here and I can also put it in the description box as well as the link to the Alt Fragrances website and all the things you'll need to know. Also, you get 10% 10% off your first order. So here's the description. If you want to smell expensive, on a budget of course, this fragrance is for you. I would agree with that. Rule number 1, I would agree with that. Inspired by Gentle Fluidity Gold by MFK, Tender Fluency Gold is a simplistic fragrance made up of a clean, airy, fresh vanilla seamlessly blended with creamy musks. Perfect for fall and winter months. It's the perfect, warm, and sultry scent that also contains unique notes of juniper berries and coriander. Let me let you know, that's exactly what it is. It is fall and wintry, but at the same time, if you wore this in the spring and you were wearing like a little pastel power suit moment, people would be like, what doesn't she know? Her knowledge, her beauty, her vast array. She's multifaceted, multi-billion-dollar, multi-stunning, first of all. That's the way that I feel, okay? And they literally only were like, you just have to talk about this for like a minute. I'm not done yet. I'm not done. I came to preach. I came to let somebody know today. I came to let somebody know. Okay, I swear I am almost done, but man, this smells good. I need that in my life. I need more of that in my life. And also the bottle. You know what I mean? Okay, all right, I'm done. I really am done. The rest of this video, I promise, is not as chatty, but it's probably going to be chatty. I'm not going to lie to you. I will try to cut it down, though, a little bit. The rest of the makeup look is inspired by Makeup by Kelly Ann, who I love and adore on YouTube. Not on YouTube. I lied. Sorry. She's on Instagram. She's a makeup artist. I followed her from, like, the very beginning. She's a Texas gal that lives in New York now. She's amazing. She's worked with a bunch of celebrities at this point. Very proud of her. Go Kelly Ann. She did this look. Anyway, she did this look, and I was very inspired. I was like, Kellyanne, tell us the deets. So this morning, she posted the deets. I was exercising, and I saw that she had posted it because I was walking on the treadmill. And I was like, well, I need to recreate that. And then I smelled this perfume, and I was like, it is that girl perfume on an elevated level. Like, it's that girl on another level. So the perfume combined with the makeup look, I just couldn't take it. I literally couldn't take it. I'm very sorry for my long intro. I hope that you enjoyed it. You need these products. You need that fragrance. I don't care. I don't care what you say. I don't care if you're like, oh, I have the MFK one. Thank you. You do need it, okay? So I am going to get into the video now. I'm sorry for taking so long. I hope that you enjoy it. And if you do, make sure to like and subscribe because it really helps my channel. And everything will be linked down below. Here you go. I'm going to pass away. I know my eyebrows look so crazy. I had a literal sock wrapped around that. I'm so insane. Anyway, my eyebrows look so crazy because I tinted them this morning, and I always forget every time I act like I've never done this before, and I always forget that my eyebrows are darker, or they get darker as the day goes on. And then I'm like, oh, they're so light, and right now they're looking so dark. But my body is super tan because I just tanned with my Loving Tan. You all already know that I love that. So I figured now we can go onto the face portion, do all the things because I'm feeling super inspired. I guess I already popped up the pictures of what I'm going to be doing, but for my own sake, I need to pull it up again. Did I screenshot it? This is not it, but this picture of Shay Mitchell is everything. She's so pretty. Like, she's genuinely so pretty. Okay, so here's a video of the look. This is what we're going for. This is the vibe. I love this. I love Makeup by Kelly Ann. Yeah, that's what we're going for. I have a few different palettes. I'm eating a milk dub, so it's sticking to my teeth. And I don't even care that I look crazy. You know, I don't care. Whatever. I have a few different palettes to play around with. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Golden Goddess palette. She listed the products that she used, and this is one of them. It has some cool tones in it. And then I also have the That's Taupe palette from ColourPop, which is cool tone as well and has a variety of different shades, as you can see. And then I have this one as a affordable option for you guys that's similar to the Charlotte Tilbury. And this is the Maybelline, the little mini palettes, and this is in the Rooftop Bronzes shade. And these are really, really nice shadows. They're very pigmented as well. So let's do some skincare and move on to the makeup. I haven't done any skincare today, so I'm going to do that. I can't show you guys the skincare that I'm using, and I cannot link it, but hopefully I will be able to soon. You know, I'm actually going to go over my eyebrows and see if I can tame them a little bit. Oh yeah, this is coming out of them. My dog is crazy at the groomer, like so crazy. and tries to eat her alive, and he's such a calm, sweet dog. He's a Boykin Spaniel, and he's precious, and he's an angel, and we all love him so much. But he's crazy, crazy, crazy at the groomer, and so we have to get him, he has to have a shot from the vet, and every time he goes to the groomer now. And so yesterday, he had to go to the groomer, he got a shot, and today he slept all day long. I think that he's trying to, like, fully recover from yesterday. Okay. So we're going for that look, but we're also going for the vibes of, like, she's just so expensive. Like, she's mysterious and expensive, and you don't even understand her. You just are fully unaware of how wonderful this girl is. The product I'm using now shan't be spoken of and could potentially be coming to Fawn Beauty soon. I love how I just, like, spill all the secrets. Like, I don't have a manager and I don't have anybody above me because I am Fawn Beauty. Like, telling me, like, oh, don't say that, and I can't control myself. Like, I just say all the things. I can, however, share this. The oat toner from First Aid Beauty. I love this stuff. It's so good. Skin prep is most important. I've talked about this before. Oh, man. I didn't take my tanner off my hands. Dang it. Skin prep is most important. We all know this. We know these facts. We've discussed them before, and we'll discuss them again. I think I need a bit more of a hydrating moisturizer. Kellyanne is one of the artists who makes me excited to do makeup again. It makes me excited to try new things and to try new looks and, I don't know, just be artistic about it and have more of a creative outlook on makeup and try different tones on my skin and different things I normally wouldn't pair together. She just has a very neat makeup look, and also I feel like her own face is very different. Like, she just has a different, beautiful face, and it's just not a regular, everyday, I don't know, face. Anytime I need a little extra moisture, I use the Vitamin C-Rush Brightening Gel Creme from Ulla Henriksen. This is like my third one of these, so if you can't tell, I really like it. It's just so nice. It gives you a beautiful dewy finish. It leaves your skin really nice and moisturized and brightened, but never breaks me out. I've been trying this instead of the debronzy drops. This is the Flower Beauty Heat Wave bronzing essence. Bronzing essence, yeah. So my only complaint about this product is that it's in a serum like bottle, which the bottle itself is really nice, but the product is a little bit too thick to be sucked up by the serum dropper. So that's that. But I still really like it. I used it yesterday actually in my TikToks. Let's move on to foundation. So she actually said the foundation combo on there. By the way, if you don't look this dewy, this greased up before you do your makeup, girl, what's she doing? Anyway, she said that she used the Beautiful Skin Foundation and the Luminous Silk Foundation. I have the shade 7N and the shade 7.8. This actually has a olive undertone, which is phenomenal because I have an olive undertone. Also, everybody's always like, you're so much lighter than me. I swear on my life, I'm so much darker, but these lights make me look light. Like, if you see me in person, I'm a tan girl. I'm a tan girl. You just don't know it. You don't know it because the light won't let you know. But I'm here to let you know. Okay? I'm here to let you know. Thank you. I'm going to do a little mix-a-do on the foundation combo and swipe that on my face. Now, brothers and sisters, cousins, friends, X, Y, and Z, and all in between, I know in my life, what was I even going to say? I genuinely have no idea. Oh, start with a little bit of foundation. Everybody's always out here wilding out with the amount of foundation that they're putting on. I'm like, bestie, simmer down. Simmer down. And don't come at me saying, I don't wear foundation. If you're putting Tarte Shape Tape all over your face, baby girl, ain't no foundation. That full coverage. You need to be called out. I'm going to use my beauty sponge. It's actually not as wet as it normally is, which is annoying. I don't want to use a sponge. I'm going to use this brush from the Morphe L'Oreal collection. This is the A24 brush, and buff that in my skin. Now, here's what happens whenever I use this brush. See how it's so dewy over here, and I applied just a tiny bit of foundation, not even enough that my hyperpigmentation and this little pesky pimple down here is completely covered up. I don't want that. I don't want it to be fully covered up. I want it to be natural. I want it to give me a very natural base. I don't want it to look like I have a ton of makeup on. And the fact that I mixed these two foundations, I did a little foundation cocktail. Now, if you don't want to use a high-end foundation, the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation is a phenomenal option from the drugstore, or just a phenomenal option in general. But I'm just saying, if you want a more affordable option rather than these two foundations, because I know they're both a little bit pricey, so mixing them is even pricier. But nevertheless, they're both beautiful foundations, and I have them, and it's what she used. So I was going to throw that on my face. Now, I am going to cover up just a tad more. I said this yesterday in one of my TikToks as well. Your forehead is one of the places most of the time you don't need coverage. I have horrible PMS right now. Actually, I really don't have bad PMS. It's just all the things that come along with, you know, that time of the month. And so I have a few breakouts. And by a few, I mean genuinely a few, but I usually don't have any, so it's making me wild out. And they're on my forehead. So, that being said, I want to keep the products on my forehead very minimal. I don't need that many, and that's how it is the majority of the time with most people. You don't need much product on your forehead, but people love to go wild now. They love to just apply a ton of product to your forehead. Don't do that. Don't do that. And I promise you, I promise you'll like your makeup a whole lot better because it looks more natural. And, well, that's pretty much it. Whenever you have a more natural appearance about people, I think it gives you more confidence. You just feel better about your life in general. You know what I mean? I'm going to re-wet this. Not me using a $20 water spray to wet my beauty sponge. Besties, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't for the fact that this was in my mom's FabFitFun box and she gave it to me. Thank you, Christy. Your base is that easy. People want to go in with all these primers and all this stuff. You don't have to do that. I think your skincare is your primer, and if you're using the correct skincare, it will work as your primer. Okay, so I really like the way that looks. I'm going to go in with my trusty dusty. Why do I always say trusty dusty? As if it actually is dusty. I'm actually going to use this, I think, the Hollywood Flawless Filter, because I'm pretty sure Kellyanne used this. I'm not positive, though, so don't come at me yelling. Don't come at me screaming, because I'm not positive, as mentioned. But I think she did, and even if she didn't, I'm going to use it, because I really like it. So, there's that. Put it on the high points of my face just to give me a little bit of a bronze glow. That is in the shade, let me make sure, 510. I've used the heck out of that product. It's beautiful, as everyone and their mom has mentioned. There are alternatives. Another drugstore alternative to that would be the Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector. I have mine in the shade 02 Medium, and I do indeed love it. She used the Chanel bronzer. I do have that bronzer. However, I'm going to use this one from Anastasia because I just love the way that this looks on my face. I love the way that it builds up. I love everything about it. The Chanel one, honestly, is very similar, but the formula itself is a little different. And so for that reason right there, no other reason, that's why I'm going in with this one. I'm still getting over COVID. I feel so much better, thank the Lord. But everything I do just like gets me so out of breath. I'll literally like walk to the other side of the room and I'm like, okay, little tip. I've talked about this also on TikTok. Y'all need to follow me on TikTok if you don't already. Just at not Katie Fawn. But anyways, bronzing up my forehead, you know, forehead things. And then I'm taking A58. I use this brush all the time for all my bronzer and contour. And then instead of going up high, like a lot of people are doing because it's like a trendy thing right now, and I wish it wasn't a trendy thing, I'm going in my actual cheekbones. Crazy, I know. It's like you go back to the basics and you're like, wow, there's a reason that people did that for years upon years until TikTok came along and made trends. And you know what? I can get behind that trend, but I'm not going to live with it. I'm not going to live with that trend. So taking my brush, I almost dusted this off as if it isn't a cream. And then, you know, whenever you look down and you suck in your cheeks, or you look down and you see the hollows, be like Charlotte Tilbury, darling. Follow the hollow. Follow the hollow. That was a bad British accent. But anyway, that's the point. Follow the hollow. So my contour goes a little bit lower. My bronzer, she goes lower, baby. She just does go lower. And the fact of the matter is, I have a lower line of contour. Like, that's just it. My cheekbone's lower, so I need to contour lower. And if you have a lower cheekbone, contour lower. If you have a higher cheekbone, contour higher. We all forget, I feel like, in makeup that we don't all have the same face. So then we'll do these trends or we'll try these different things and we're like, wow, why doesn't that look like me? Or why can't I speak? Why doesn't that look like that on me? Or why is this technique not working for me? Bestie, do you have that same face shape? Probably not. So I'm going lower, cutting it lower, and hopefully you guys can tell, because I can already tell, that it makes a difference. Woo, baby. She looking snatched. Now we're going to contour the nosy wosy. I'm disgusting. I promise I'll never say that again. I'm going to contour the nosy wosy. Someone sue me. I'm going to go in with my trusty old A14 brush by the same Morphe and Ariel collection. Give it a little swirl and contour my nose. Oh my gosh, I did not even blend out my flawless filter on my nose. Nobody even told me. I have on no pants. I'm literally wearing a robe on the bottom half. Go down the sides of the nose. And we're starting from the eyebrow, going down the sides of the nose. By the way, all my master classes that I'm doing, which I will sell on my website, because they will be very, very, very in-depth classes where I'm teaching you every single makeup technique, because a lot of the times I'll do a technique or I'll learn something, because I'm always learning too. I myself purchase master classes and learn from other makeup enthusiasts, makeup artists, and learn their tips and tricks on working on their own face and also other people's faces, because I do event makeup for people, weddings, etc. I'm taking that bronzer also on my A22 or A11 brush and going in my crease with this same bronzer shade, and I'm kind of pulling it out. You guys can see following along my brow line, my lash, not my lash line, but just like the end of my eyebrow, and I'm starting here in the inner corner, flicking up and then taking it out. What this is going to do is create the illusion that my nose is thinner. You guys can hopefully see. Creates an illusion that my nose is thinner. And also the monochromatic look is just really flattering whenever you're doing a little bit more makeup or you're doing more glam makeup. You want everything to flow. You want everything to be very, very cohesive. And you want everything to look like it was it's just seamless. And if you do the same color everywhere, you do your bronzer or contour color everywhere, it's going to give that sort of illusion, give that sort of vibe, and it's going to give you just a much nicer result in the end. So that's a big tip. But anyway, back to my master classes that will be for sale on my Fawn Beauty website. The master classes will have, the most in-depth everything. There will be links to everything. There will be alternatives to those. So not only will I link something, or whatever I used or whatever I'm talking about, but I'll also have alternatives to that linked as well. So whether you need an affordable option, whether the option is sold out, whether you've tried it before and it didn't work for your specific skin type, or whatever the situation may be, there will be a link for you. I will go in depth about every single aspect of makeup. If it is just even in the slightest pertaining to whatever we're doing, I'm going to talk about it, and I'm going to go in depth about it and let you all know how to do makeup for your face, and let you all know the most important things to do. Let you all know just literally everything that there is to know, and it will be really good. I've been working on these master classes and this just idea in general, and I've watched a lot of master classes, so I know what I like, I know what I don't like, I know what I want to do and what I want to have ready for you all. So there's that. I'm going to go in with my brow gel. Hopefully that'll be coming soon. I'll be doing a bridal one. I'll be doing everyday basics one, how to do makeup for your face, how to do coverage for acne, coverage for hyperpigmentation, dark spots, acne scars, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to use my Patrick Ta Major Brow Lamination Gel. This is not my favorite brow product. You all know that I love the Anastasia Brow Freeze. However, see, I'm out of breath again, but that's just because I'm talking a lot. But the packaging on that is not it for me personally. It's just not my personal vibe. I do not like it. It just gets everywhere. My spoolie is constantly crusty. And then once you use all the product in the middle, then it's like this big dip. And so then you get too much product on the top of your spoolie. I don't know. I don't know how to fix that situation, to be honest with you. Every time I wear this bronzer though, I just feel like a new girl. What's the reason, Patrick? Can you all see those little wands? Or those little fibers wilding out? I love to film. I genuinely do. It makes me happy. I love to have a community of people watch these videos and give me feedback and just read your all's comments and engage with you all. Also, if anybody ever sees me out in public, I know I really don't go out in public. And also you guys are from everywhere, literally. But if you see me out in public, please say hi. That would make my day, actually. Okay, now that we have done that, I'm going to go in with my concealer as well as my brightener. So I've talked about this before on, I think on here as well, but actually this is old, definitely, and I do need to get a new one. And I know every time I use it, I'm like, I need to get a new one. She smells funky. I think it's just a sponge, though. I think the sponge is what smells funky. Anyways, I'm going to use my concealer. You already know the Ilia True Skin Serum Concealer. It is my favorite concealer ever. I'm going to go right under the eyes and out. Right under the eyes and out. And then all I do with this brightener shade is hit it right here. And it has pink undertones. So it's going to cancel out the darkness that I have under my eyes. And I don't really have much, but I just want that area to look very bright. That's why I didn't put very much. And I don't really need to let it sit and set for too long because I don't really have that much I'm trying to cover. I just want to brighten the area. So I'm bringing it down and out. And you can see, hopefully, you'll be able to see how nicely how nice it looks and how nicely it laid down. If you live somewhere near a Costco, you need to wake up every morning and count your blessings twice. Pray to the good Lord multiple times a day, thanking him for that. Because I don't live near a Costco. Well, I do, but it's like an hour and a half away. In both directions. Okay. Now that I have that on, if I wanted... Who's that? If I wanted my makeup to last like forever and a day, which I do, but not really, because I'm not really doing anything. I'm just going to Caleb's house and doing laundry. I would put on a cream blush underneath so that it would be layered and it would last a really long time. That's something else we'll talk about in the master classes, and I'll show you the best products to do that. But I find that Charlotte Tilbury blushes last a really long time anyway, and you all know, and if you don't know, here is my petition to you. Here is my olive branch. Let's make peace, me and you. And let's make peace via this blush. Because she's stunning. I swear to you, you could have the darkest skin in the world. You could have the palest skin in the world. And this blush would work for you. But if you have my skin tone, baby girl, you're gonna love it. Take it on my A22. You already know. This brush changes lives. Every day it changes lives. Every day. Heals people, I'm pretty sure. I'm popping it on the apples of my cheeks and we're going up with it. Don't neglect the apples of your cheeks because TikTok told you to. Because they said put your blush higher. Put your blush where you like it. Here's my tip to you. Here's my tip to you. Put blush where the sun hits your face. If the sun hits your face right under your eyeballs like it does mine and it gets you there real good, you're going to look good with blush under there. If it hits your nose and you're like, I do be looking cute with a little bit of a sunburn, put your blush on your nose. Put a little bit on your forehead. Putting blush in the places that you get sunburn is the place you would naturally have color. You would naturally be flushed. So doing it will be extremely beneficial for you, your life. Okay? I'm really confused. I keep getting... Okay, referring back to this photograph. Her eyes are pretty basic. But the shade that's actually on them, it's got like a bit of a cool tone crease shade. And then just like a cool... glitter all over top of it. But what stands out to me the most is the lip. So we're really going to focus on like the high shine lip with a really pale cream nude in the middle. And then this girl has green eyes and so do I. So that works out great for me. Okay, for my crease shade, I'm probably going to go in with a mixture of these three, to be honest with you. The shade Boa, Pebble Beach, and Python, which are these three shades right here. This one's more of a medium warm shade, and then these two are definitely cooler tone shades. And I'm going to take that on my A22, no, not my A22, my A11 brush from the Morphe and Ariel collection, and just hit all those pans very lightly and then just dust it off, because I don't want to go in with too much all at once. That's not my journey, you know, that's the last thing we want to do. So I'm going to look down into my mirror so I can see my crease and see what other people would see whenever my eyes open, rather than what I see when my eyes open, or when my eyes closed. Because, like, who cares what your makeup looks like whenever your eyes are closed? Not me. Couldn't be me. So I'm going in with a little bit of that as my transition shades. We're not going to do much because the look doesn't call for much. It's a recipe here. She said 1/4 of a cup, not 3/4. You need to calm down. Fabulous. There she is. This palette is dusty. Oh no. Now, oh my. Now I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Bronze Goddess palette. The Golden Goddess. I lied, sorry. And I'm going to go in with the, what would this be called? The Enhanced shade over here. Wait a minute. Yeah, that one. It's a little bit more of a cool tone shade as well. And I'm just going to dust it kind of all over the eyes. Just very lightly. That's the reason I love this brush so much and use it a whole lot, is just because it's just a nice brush for dusting. And you can use any shade. You can deepen up shades with this brush. It's stunning. So now that I have that on, I'm going to go with the shade Pop, which is really, can y'all see? Yeah, Pop, which is just a enhancing shade from this palette. It's a gorgeous glitter. It's got some gold reflex. It's got some silver reflex. It's stunning. I'm going to go in with the Morphe and Ariel eye brush in the shade, or not in the shade, in the A16 brush. It's this little teeny tiny like curved edge one. And I'm going to go into the darkest shade in the palette, which is just a deep smoky brown, and run it on the outer corner. Because here's the thing, this is a little tip. The reason that strip lashes look so good is not necessarily the fact that they're long lashes. I mean, that does help the situation, but a lot of it is the fact that the band on them gives you a little bit of more heaviness, and I don't mean that in a bad way, I mean that in the best way. It gives you heaviness on the lash line, which is enhancing your lash line, which is exactly what you want to do if you want there to be more drama and you want there to be a look of glam. So that's some good advice. If you want your look to be a little bit more glam, add the eyeliner where the base of the lash would go. And then I am going to take this here brush. What is this brush? This is the A19 brush, and I'm going to use this flat end of it and kind of dip in all the shades that I use from this palette. So the 3 darker shades, not the light one, and run it on my lower lash line. Very close to my actual lash line and not going very far down, because we want to stay close to it and not drag it out, because we don't want to drag the eye down. So we can see that looks real glam. I'm going to take that same brush that I was using, dip into the darkest shade of the palette, and kind of press above my lashes just to deepen up the lash line again, cause more drama. Now, something that I like to do, it's definitely not necessary, but like I said, I just like to do it, is use a liner. And I like to use, well darn, where's it at? I like to use this one from ColourPop that Allie Glines always talks about. I love Allie Glines. This was actually in her kit. I actually bought this and the That's Taupe palette because of her. And this is like a cream gel liner that's cream, like the color cream. And I put it in my lower lash line to brighten it up. Now, not all the time I don't do this, but it definitely helps to brighten up in my opinion, and I think it looks really nice. And then I'll go in on my upper lash line with a darker liner. I can never find my eyeliners. Like, physically, I cannot. I'm just going to use this one, which is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the Walk of No Shame eyeliner. I wanted to use black, but I don't see a black. So, plus, this shade should make my eyes pop, because it's red. And green is the opposite of red on the color wheel. And I have green eyes. Let me assess the situation and make sure that I'm looking like the actual picture, because that's the goal. I'm going to add a little bit more of a cool tone shade in my inner corner, or like just here, because it looks like that's what she has. And then, let me see what shade I want to use. I'm going to go in with the shade Cold Blooded. This is such a nice palette. Thank you, Allie Glines. And I'm just going to take it on this A29 brush from the Morphe and Ariel collection. If you're ever wondering what brushes I'm using, they're always those. I very rarely get anything but those, or use anything but those. Okay, I think that looks pretty dang similar to what she had. The only difference is I need a light shade on my inner corners. So I'm going to dip into this Maybelline palette and use this light shade up here and just do a little dabby dab. A little dabby dab on my inner corner. Okay, so the eyes are done. Before I move on with the rest of my face, well, actually, I don't really guess the rest of my face. Before I move on to my lips and my mascara, I'm going to set my face with my favorite setting spray. This is the Pretty Fresh from ColourPop Hyaluronic Acid Setting Mist. This is a phenomenal one just to melt your makeup together and then to make it last. This Milani one is also phenomenal. It's a really good dupe for the Urban Decay All Nighter. So while my face is still damp and I just sprayed that, I go in with my sponge and I just press all over my face just to kind of marry all the products together. And I think doing that makes your makeup look 100 times better. It makes a difference that we can tell. My left eyebrow ain't giving what need to be gave. My left eyebrow looks like she fought in a battle. Hey, but girl, you didn't make it through. Okie dokie. Let's move on to lashes. You guys know what mascara I'm going to wear, and if you don't, I'll tell you. Surprise. It's the Ilia Fullest Volume Mascara. If I do a look where I want more volume on the lashes, this is the one that I use. I mean, I use it every day too, but like, especially for volume, this is the one I use. I don't use my L'Oreal Telescopic because she doesn't give a whole lot of volume. She just gives length. Unless you have a good amount of natural lashes. I do, because I use, that sounded so conceited. I didn't mean that for that to sound conceited. I just do have a lot of lashes because I use a lash serum. I use the Roden & Fields lash serum, but I'm also using one from Amazon because I would like to stop. Like, I'm trying to wean myself from using the Roden & Fields one because it's very expensive and I've just used it for so long and I'm like, I don't feel like that can be good for you. But so many of them have harmful ingredients, but it's never irritated me. Like, it's never caused me any irritation and it's never caused me discomfort or like, I don't know, anything. It's never changed the color of my eyes. People get so worked up over that. Like, is it really that bad to have your eye color change? Like, oh my gosh, my eyes were blue and now they're a darker shade of blue. Okay. Are you sure that it was the lash serum? Okay, so I put that on my top lashes. Now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Telescopic on my bottom lashes. I'm not going to do too much bottom lash mascara because I just don't want to be honest with you. I like the way that it looks right now. I think it looks really nice and will look really good with my lip shade that I'm going to wear. But I am going to do a little cute. Now, if I was going somewhere besides Caleb's house and I was doing something besides laundry, I would take my powder and set my face. And I would do so by either taking my A22, which is my blush brush, and very lightly dusting all over my face. I might just go ahead and show you. I'm talking very lightly, just like where you need it. But I'm not going anywhere and I'm not doing anything. So if you want your lips to be really plump and look really good for whatever you're about to put on them, use a washcloth. In my case, a sock. Don't you dare judge me. It's clean. Now it's not. Anyway. I thought I lost the mate for it. Turns out I found it. Anyway. Use that to get all the dead skin off your lips. You can also exfoliate. Do whatever your heart desires. But that's what I do. So, also, press your powder in. I forgot to mention that. Press the heck out of your powder so it melts with your... What is that? Honestly, what? I'm going to take the Morphe Sweet Tea Lip Liner. She used one from MAC, but I don't have the one from MAC. So I'm going to use this one because it's a dark brown shade. It's the darkest brown that I have. I'm just lining my lips. Home Depot emailed me. Okay. I'm just lining my lips. That's what I did. This lip liner is so nice. And I'm either going to go in with the shade Sable Smoke. Yeah, Sable Smoke or Nude Kate. Probably Nude Kate because she had a very, oh no, I might mix them. These are very expensive. I'm sorry. Here's the two. This is Nude Kate. Is that Booney? I thought Boone came in my room. And this is Sable Smoke. Sable Smoke's a bit more pinky nude. So I might use that and then top it with Nude Kate. I think in situations when you're doing lipstick like this, you want it to, or whenever you're doing your lips like this, you want to use lipstick because it's going to last longer than just a gloss. So if you top it with gloss and everything, that kind of like locks it. That's not the right cap. It kind of locks it in and protects your lipstick, if that makes sense. Blend that together. Top it with Nude Kate. I'm going to go over and grab slippers. I have a moment here, but I'm afraid a moment will kind of skew the color. So I'm going to go grab slippers right back or in just a second because it will, it's more of a clear. Like it is a peachy clear, so I think it'll mesh everything together really nice. I grabbed two. I grabbed cashmere and then I grabbed a new slippers. Cashmere clearly I've, you know, used a few times. It's more of a nudie. It's pretty clear too though. I don't know. I might mix the two. Slippers is this one. So slippers is has a bit of a pink tone to it, but it goes on fairly clear. It's really pretty. But I don't want to mess up the color underneath because I don't want to put lip gloss over it and then mess up the lip liner because I like how defined my lips are at the moment. I'm going to use cashmere. This one has been through the ringer. I think I need a little bit more blush. I'm going to go in with this blush. This is the shade Climax from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's more of a nudie pink blush, a little bit more of a darker tone, but I feel like for this specific look, it'll be really nice to pop on. Okay, and that is it. That's the final look. I really like it. I think it looks super nice. I'm looking in the mirror over here because I can't see in front of me. Yeah, that looks really good. It's definitely one of my favorite looks I've ever done. And I know that I always say that, but I was glad to get out of my box. And I'm telling you, every single time, every time that I do my makeup with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Bronzer, I'm just like amazed. My makeup just looks so nice. And it's a bronzy contour. I have mine in the shade Amber, but it's a bronzy contour moment that's just stupidly good. Stupidly good. My skin looks phenomenal. It looks very poreless, very flawless, very Charlotte Tilbury-like. I like the way that I contoured my nose. I just did down the sides so you guys saw it. I love the way that the eyes look. I like that there's glitter on the inner corner and then towards the outside there's not. I really feel like the cool tones mixed with the warm tone lip looks amazing. I think it would also be really cool to do the opposite. So instead of having a really glossy lip, do a glossy eye. I have this product from Chanel that's like a glitter gloss, and it's literally just pretty much gloss. And you can put it all over your eye or whatever, and it's such a cool vibe. Definitely not long wearing, but it's a cool vibe. But this is so pretty, so I really like it. Let me know what you guys, let me know what you guys think about the look in general, because I think it looks really nice. I think it looks super good. I think that it's like definitely a vibe with my skin tone and my hair and everything. Now that I have a little tan, see, even my face doesn't match my body. It's still too light. But yeah, I feel like I'm definitely that girl. I feel like I'm definitely it. I feel like I am Miss United States, and I don't mean pageant Miss United States. I mean like I am the girl Miss United States. I own it. The country, baby. You know, pageants aren't my personal journey, I don't think, you know. But if I was a pageant girl and they asked me a question, I feel like I would just do so well with this makeup look on specifically. So thank you to Alt Fragrances for thank you to Alt Fragrances for partnering with me. 1, 2, 3. So thank you to Alt Fragrances for partnering with me on a portion of this video, which, like I said, I didn't even know that this was going to be like the thing, but it is the thing, and I felt like that girl. So if you guys want to use, if you guys want to use any of the products or check them out and see what I use, see some alternatives, I will have those linked down below for you all so you can. I would definitely recommend picking up the eyeshadow palettes I used, whether it's the Maybelline, the ColourPop, or the Charlotte Tilbury. They all look phenomenal. And then also this lip combo is definitely a moment. So yeah, I'll have that link down below for you guys. Before you leave, make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, because it really helps my channel and me. And yeah, other than that, I hope that you have a fabulous day, and tag me if you do this makeup look, and also tag Makeup by Kelly in, and I'll have her stuff in the description box as well. Yeah, have a sorry. Bye, guys.